Have you ever wondered why some people smile even when life seems unfair? Why some remain calm, while others drown in frustration? We often wait for the perfect moment to be happy. A dream job, a certain amount of money, the right person. But what if happiness has never been about situations at all? What if it's about perception, about how we choose to see the world around us? In a quiet mountain village lived a man named Arjun. He was hardworking, honest, and kind-hearted. Yet, no matter how much he achieved, he always felt something missing. When he earned little, he worried. When he earned more, he feared losing it. When things went well, he waited for something bad to happen. Happiness, to him, was always just one step away. But never here. Never now. One evening, after a long, tiring day, Arjun sat under an old banyan tree, frustrated with his life. He whispered, "Why am I never at peace? Why does my mind never rest?" Just then, he saw a frail old monk walking by with a gentle smile on his face, clothes torn, feet bare, yet eyes shining with an inner light. Arjun stood and approached him. "Master," he said softly, "you have nothing, no wealth, no comfort, no family, yet you smile as if you have everything. How is that possible?" The monk stopped, looked at him kindly, and said, "Because I do have everything, my son. I have the moment I'm standing in right now, and that is enough." Arjun frowned. But how can a moment be enough? How can one be happy without reason? The monk chuckled. "Let me tell you a story." The monk sat beside Arjun and began. Once, there was a king who had a grand palace, countless jewels, and loyal servants. But he was never happy. He worried about enemies, about losing his gold, about the changing seasons. So one day, he called upon a wise hermit and said, "Teach me how to be happy in every situation." The hermit handed him a simple wooden bowl filled with water. "Walk with this bowl through your palace," he said. "But if even a drop spills, your happiness will vanish forever." The king laughed, thinking it was easy. But as he began walking, every step became heavy. His mind was consumed with fear. Fear of spilling the water. When he returned, his hands trembled, but the bowl was still full. The hermit smiled and asked, "Tell me, Your Majesty, what did you see on your walk?" The king said, "Nothing. I was so focused on not spilling that I noticed nothing else." The hermit nodded. "And that," he said, "is how you live your life. Always afraid to lose something. Always worried about what could go wrong. You've forgotten to live. True happiness is not in protecting what you have, but in embracing what is. Without fear, without judgment." Arjun sat silently. The monk's story struck deep. He realized he had been doing the same, constantly fearing, constantly expecting. He had turned his life into a bowl of water, never looking up to see the beauty around him. The monk stood, his old robe fluttering in the evening wind. "Happiness," he said, "is not found when everything is perfect. It's found when you stop waiting for perfection. When you stop saying, 'I'll be happy,' and start saying, 'I'm happy now, because I'm alive, because I can breathe, because I can feel.'" Arjun felt tears form in his eyes. That night, he walked back home under the starlit sky, noticing for the first time how peaceful the world looked when his heart was quiet. From that day, he changed his thinking. He stopped chasing happiness and started creating it. He began his mornings with gratitude, smiling at the sunrise. When work was tough, he reminded himself, "This too shall pass." When life tested him, he didn't ask, "Why me?" but said, "What can I learn?" Slowly, the burden in his heart disappeared, replaced by calm and quiet joy. Years later, people in the village would often ask him, "Arjun, how are you always so happy?" He would smile and reply, "Because I no longer wait for happiness. I walk with it." In life, happiness is not a destination. It's not waiting at the end of some perfect road. It's the light you carry inside that shines even when everything else goes dark. No matter where you are, no matter what is happening, remember, happiness isn't found in having everything. It's found in appreciating something. When you shift your thoughts from what is missing to what is here, your world transforms. Your pain softens. Your peace returns. Because your happiness has never been outside of you. It has always lived quietly within. So, if you're listening to this right now, take a deep breath. Feel this moment. Smile. Not because everything is perfect, but because you are still here. And sometimes, that's enough reason to be happy. And remember, you're subscribed, and your like truly matter. They help spread more light, more calm, and more stories that touch the soul. Until next time, stay grateful, stay present, and keep smiling.